There are love stories that don't need to be declared. There are no statuses, no confirmations, but everyone understands. Because they feel it. Amidst the spotlight, the applause and the watching eyes, sometimes just one look is enough to break a million hearts. This is not a scene from a movie. This is a real moment. And if you're an Outlander fan, you've probably believed it for a long time. But for the first time, they let us see it. A truth that is gentle, profound, and breathtakingly beautiful. Sam Hogan and Caitriona Balfe. Just one touch made the whole world believe in love again. Every year, thousands of fans from all over the world flock to the Outlander Global Festival, one of the most anticipated annual film events where the love for the epic Outlander series is ignited in real space. But this year, in the heart of Edinburgh, where Claire and Jamie began their magical journey, something unexpected happened, causing the entire fandom to explode with emotion and wonder. From early morning, long lines had formed in front of the main stage, the heart of the festival, where fans were expecting just a fleeting moment with the faces they had been with for nearly a decade. And when the lights came on, every heartbeat seemed to stop. Caitriona Balfe stepped out first, radiant in a turquoise silk dress, her elegant demeanor making the entire audience hold their breath. Then Sam Heughan appeared, with a gentle smile and eyes shining when he saw his longtime co-star Sam walked in to enthusiastic cheers. But this time they weren't alone. The organizers made a big surprise by inviting the full cast: Richard Rankin, Roger Sophie Skelton, Brianna John Bell Young, Ian, and even Graham McTavish and Dougal Mackenzie, who rarely attend fan events like this. The audience could hardly believe their eyes. Everything seemed like a normal meeting until the MC asked the actors to share something they had never said in public about their co-stars. There was a moment of tense silence. No one expected the person to break the silence to be Sophie Skelton, who is usually reserved and calm. Her voice was soft but firm. I've worked with many talented male co-stars, but Sam and Kate, they are not just co-stars. There is something between them, a connection that cannot be reenacted. No one can fake it. The applause was thunderous. The whole auditorium seemed to shake. Sophie smiled sheepishly, gesturing as if to calm the emotional outburst. But the story did not end there. Richard Rankin, famous for his behind-the-scenes antics, nodded in confirmation. I asked Sam how he could act such a painful scene, and he just replied, "I didn't act. I just looked into Caitriona's eyes and everything inside me just came out. I was shocked, and I believed it was real." All eyes were on Sam and Caitriona. They looked at each other, a deep wordless look, a language beyond words. The whole room fell silent, as if witnessing something sacred. And it was true. Social media immediately exploded with emotional status lines. Is this a secret confession? Sam loves Kate. It has never been more obvious. This is no longer a movie. This is real. At that moment, Graham McTavish, the quiet senior who usually keeps his distance from personal topics, spoke up as if paving the way for something bigger. I have witnessed many beautiful friendships in the profession, but their friendship doesn't stop there. I once told Sam, if you don't marry her, you will regret it for the rest of your life. And he just kept quiet. A very thoughtful silence. At that moment, the whole hall exploded. Some people burst into tears. Some people held the hands of the people next to them. Everyone was looking at Sam, who had always avoided emotional implications for so many years. But this time, it was different. He took the microphone, looked straight at Caitriona. We have been together for so many years, not just co-stars, not just soulmates, but the only person who understands me completely. Caitriona choked up. She held Sam's hand, and then her voice shaking slightly but sincerely. We tried to keep it quiet because we respect each other and the other people in our lives. But the truth, this truth, is what keeps this series alive. A truth that doesn't need a name. It just needs to be felt. The audience erupted. The applause continued. No one took photos because of a scandal or a media shock. Everyone just wanted to capture that sacred moment. The moment when, after 10 years, a silent belief of the entire fan community was confirmed. John Bell, the young actor who plays Ian, had tears in his eyes. They are the reason I believe in love. Whether it's love expressed or love hidden, they don't need to say it. Because just looking at them, everyone knows. Immediately after the panel discussion, the global social network was almost bent by the hashtags Sam and Kate, Outlander Confession, D-Fandom Bungo. This is love. The fan community called that day Eternal Saturday, when the truth was revealed, not through the press, not through scandal, but through heart and courage. The moment when truth needs no name, Sam and Caitriona. Just hours after the video of the explosive moment on stage was posted, social media was almost overwhelmed by huge traffic. Millions of views, thousands of comments, flooded with emotional words. I knew it. This is true love. Outlander is great not just because of Jamie and Claire, but because Sam and Kate are a part of them. If they don't get married, I will write a petition to the universe. The media also jumped in. But what surprised reporters the most was the reaction from fans. No criticism, no skepticism, no dissection. There was only support, sympathy, and a pure love for two people who have devoted their whole hearts to art and to each other. Perhaps because throughout the journey of nearly a decade, Sam and Caitriona have always maintained professionalism, mutual respect, and always given the deepest gratitude to the audience. No tricks, no noise. And when the interview ended, they did not make any official statements, but the image of the two leaving the stage hand in hand, quietly looking at each other, said it all. And as Graham McTavish once said, we don't need to know what they are to each other. Just being Sam and Caitriona is enough to make this world warmer. From that emotional moment, the backstage of Outlander Global Festival became the hottest spot for the entire fan community. Short videos were shared. Continuously, fans held their breath, analyzing the eyes gestures and every small movement between Sam and Caitriona. But then a surprising revelation from a backstage member who asked to remain anonymous due to confidentiality agreements took the story further. This person shared with a famous blog in the fan community. I have worked with many artist couples, but I have never seen anyone who cares for each other as delicately and deeply as Sam and Caitriona. Before going on stage, Kate's microphone had a problem. Sam was the first to run over, kneeling down to help her fix it. He even teased, "If I were Jamie Fraser, I would spend my whole life just unbuttoning your shirt." The whole room laughed, but the way he looked at her when he said that, there was no way to hide his true feelings. That seemingly innocent joke quickly spread across fan forums. And just a few hours later, another behind-the-scenes clip appeared, recording the scene of Sam gently adjusting Caitriona's dress in front of the camera. Everything became clearer. It was no longer just suspicion, but silent confirmation through action. A veteran reporter from Entertainment Global magazine, who has interviewed the couple dozens of times, also suddenly spoke out on social media. I once asked Sam what made him love the role of Jamie so much. He replied, "Because Jamie loves Claire with everything I believe is an ideal love." And Caitriona once said, "Without Sam, Claire cannot exist." At that time, I thought they were talking about the character. But now, I'm not sure anymore. As more evidence appeared, more people close to the couple spoke up. One of them was Maria Doyle Kennedy, the veteran actress who played Jo Casta, who shared a precious behind-the-scenes photo. Sam put a coat on Caitriona during a cold scene in Scotland. Her caption was short but valuable, not acting, just Sam and Kate. The post immediately became an emotional earthquake for fans around the world. No more rumors, no more conspiracy theories, but a wave of support, love, and hope like never before. Are they the real Jamie and Claire? We don't need them to come out. We just need to know they're happy. And if that happiness is together, that's the greatest reward for anyone who's been with Outlander since day one. That evening, another heart-stopping moment came. As Sam and Caitriona left the hotel for a private party for the crew, A few people captured them holding hands, leaving through the hotel's back door with giggles. No bodyguards, no paparazzi, just two friends, or better, walking together as they always had, and probably always will. A hotel employee quietly shared, "I saw them sitting on the balcony of their suite at midnight. They were drinking wine and looking at the stars." No one said much, but there are things that don't need to be said. The next morning, major newspapers were full of headlines. Sam and Caitriona, we don't need definitions to love. Outlander enters a new era. Is love real behind the screen? The legendary couple that makes the world scream again? And while Sam and Kate continued to remain silent, the fandom spoke for them. With the most viral slogan since the series began, Jamie and Claire are immortal. Sam and Kate are real. They never claimed anything, but they never denied it either. For more than a decade, Sam and Caitriona have been Jamie and Claire, the keepers of a world where timeless love still exists. They may never name their relationship. But for the millions of hearts who have cried and laughed with them, who have seen the look in their eyes, definitions are no longer necessary. Because sometimes you don't need to be a real-life couple to write an eternal love. Sam and Kate, as they always have been, just being themselves, is enough for us to believe. Jamie and Claire are immortal, and Sam and Caitriona are real.